Love is in the air. Da 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 da. Love is in the air. Hi Aquarius, my name is Tiana and welcome to my channel Inspired by Ease. I am currently in Las Vegas. This is not my current filming mode. If you're new with me, I'm going to start shuffling. I'm currently, I'm not at home, so just bear with me. I know the lighting isn't the best, but hopefully in editing I can improve it. And also pardon my nails. I haven't been able to really do my nails. Not that you really care, you just want to hear the reading, right? So yeah, let's see what we can get for amazing Aquarius. Okay, wow. All of this is really great energy, actually, and I feel like all of it is you because, well, yeah, I feel like all of this is you, just different aspects of you. So we have ether, air, and earth. And so we have unicorn, hummingbird, and lamb. Wow, this is just really beautiful, magical energy. I think that you are. So there's two things that are going on. Your part one is a reclamation of your innocence, and part two is not allowing to be the scapegoat anymore. So because the lamb, gosh, you know, it can have a very biblical symbology. So, you know, people, you know, lamb, sacrificial lamb type thing. So you're letting go of that sacrificial lamb type energy and not being the scapegoat anymore, and not being like wounded or having this insecurity anymore. Yet at the same time, you're also reclaiming this innocence that you've had, maybe even lost a childhood self, and reclaiming that childhood self so that you can allow that part of you to really blossom and to really speak and soar and communicate and fly and beam across the galaxy and be unique and own who you are and be a trailblazer, be a pioneer, be the magical you. So you're actually coming across in this very soft and gentle way, but behind this lamb energy is a lot of, just because you're coming across very soft and gentle does not mean that you aren't kick-ass and badass and shouldn't be messed with. I hope that makes sense. Behind this lamb energy is a lot of pain that you have overcome and a lot of strength. So just because it's soft and sweet and gentle does not negate your strength and your power, okay? But I think you're so much in your power that you don't even feel like you have to exude that. Like, this week, your power really is in softness and gentleness and joy and uniqueness and being original and being a trailblazer. And I also want to say that it might be very advantageous for you to create from your pain. You know, with these two cards, there's a lot of darkness and blackness surrounding it, but behind the lamb, there's a lot of color. And so actually what I'm picking up on is that it might actually be very advantageous for you this week to maybe even channel your pain into art, into color, into creativity and joy even. And with the colors of the moon, there are nuances of magic around you. I'm getting this more as flavors, but energetic flavors. There are certain kinds of nuances, magical nuances in the air that you are bringing in to mold into what you're creating and what you want to manifest in your life. This is very unique. It has a lot to do with channeling your pain into art, into creativity, into color, into something positive. And this is actually giving you a lot of joy. It's kind of an oxymoron, channeling your pain, channeling these dark experiences or this darker aspect of you. That's actually bringing you joy, because perhaps in a way these parts of yourself are actually finally being able to be expressed and seen and heard and validated. And this is lightening your load a lot and actually making you feel more childlike and innocent and light and free. And this is very, very beautiful. So there's this kind of duality that's happening with this lightening of the load and feeling more childlike and innocent and free. And then this, it doesn't have a weight to it. It's more like you just know, where you've been. You've been through hell and back, but it's not like I've been through hell and back. It's not like that. It's like, I know who I am. And I know that I've been through some very intense stuff. Like you're feeling more at peace with it, with where you've been, what you've gone through, and even where you are now. And I think this all has to do with your purpose, getting clarity on your purpose by channeling your pain, by looking into your closet, by diving deep and looking at where you've been and everything that you've overcome, and it lighting up the path to your true purpose. And that it isn't something, for some of you, it might not even be anything that's been done before. There might not even be someone alive or dead that has followed the path that you followed, and that can, there's like no blueprint that exists. You're creating the blueprint, like, for the first time. And so there's this amazing trust that is occurring. So I'm gonna see what the fairies have to say about this dynamic, and I apologize if the screen is kind of tilted. I'm balancing all of this on pillows and everything, and I think there's some neighbors next door and it's really late, so I'm just talking really quietly. So hopefully it's all good in the hood. So let's see what we can get for Aquarius. There's a lot of moon magic and inner reflection, yet at the same time a lot of lightness and brightness, and maybe not so much communication but expression. It could be communication, but it's more like expression, in writing, in painting, in drawing, in what you wear, how you have your hair and makeup. Okay, we have the Oakmen. I'm just gonna get the whole story. We have Tate the Sylph. We have the Feline, very interesting. I want to get more on that. What's this feline about? I actually think that has to do with like the scapegoat energy that you're letting go of. energy that you're letting go of. And then with the Oakman, you're feeling more grounded and more centered and more at peace, and maybe even more partnership, friendship, collaboration, support. And yeah, with 8 in the Self, a lightening of the load. Wow. Okay, we have the Bright Mother, just a cornucopia of abundance. Geo the Slow, taking our time, being very patient, enjoying the journey. Oh, that Gnome, being light and playful, continuing to move. Anything else for Aquarius? Yeah, with that feline, I'm feeling like there was just a whole lot of crap just projected onto you, Aquarius, that you are finally like letting go of and saying, that does not belong to me, and it never did. I was never that. Okay, we have the Master Maker here. So yeah, there's a sharpening of, there's just some kind of epiphany, just some kind of realization or epiphany that you've had. Your mind is already sharp. And I'm also feeling that there was some kind of last epiphany, realization, like the last layer of the onion, and now you have been deemed the master. Yeah. There's some kind of, I mean, it could even be like physically, like you took your last class, you took your last test, and it's either some kind of physical or spiritual certification, stamp of approval, stamp of completion, something to that effect that you have completely tied off. The feline also represents tying up loose ends. So let's see if there's anything else for, oh yes, Iris of the Rainbow, brand new beginning, a new hope, love is in the air, da 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 da, love is in the air. And I find it really interesting that the staff that she's holding has the Taurus symbol. So yeah, there's a lot more groundedness, stability that you're experiencing. We have an undressing of a salad, accomplishing the impossible, maybe even juggling a whole lot of stuff, wearing a whole lot of hats, but coming out on top, succeeding. I feel like there's, there's a lot of grounded, earthy energy that is actually going on with you, Aquarius, or that the universe is wanting you to really ground yourself, take your time. There might be some big, because with these new beginnings that is going on, there might be some big changes or decisions that you're having to make, and or new people, or just like a lot of new things that might be going on. So it's going to be really important for you to be grounded. And I'm also getting non-attachment, being non-attached, really taking your time, spending time in nature, taking your time on thinking about things, not saying yes right away, saying no, let me think about it, or let me think about it. Yeah, it's going to be really important for you to stay grounded and for you to also tend to this inner child aspect within you, this innocence, doing things that make you feel more childlike, laughing, playing, singing, dancing, that sort of thing. I'm going to go a lot more in depth in those cards, but I just want to get the whole picture. So I'm going to see what other last remaining advice Spirit has for you, and then we'll just dive right in. Ooh, this is great. Regeneration. Phoenix rising. Truth be told, yeah, so there's some kind of realization, epiphany, truth, that a new level of awareness that you are coming to terms with. Anything else, Spirit? Yeah, we have higher power. So I do feel that this grounding, this earthing energy that you have going on is actually helping you connect more to your higher power, to your inner being, whatever you believe in. Anything else, Spirit? The tribe, yeah. You're definitely headed to your soul family, more genuine relationships, friendships, partnerships, co-creators, that sort of thing. Anything else? And you also just be needing time to rest and to really like recharge yourself, you know, regenerate yourself, rejuvenate yourself, that sort of thing. You might be needing to just take time to rest. And maybe through that rest you'll realize something. You might even be having profound dreams, messages being conveyed through your dreams. Building blocks, you were building the strong foundation for your future. We have round and round, but actually what I'm getting is that you have ended some huge pattern of biblical proportion. Aqua, you have ended some crazy cycle pattern in your life. It's the end. Yeah, it's the end. It's like the end. And now we also have here and now. Okay, so let's just dive deep into all of this, shall we? So I am connecting with an Aquarius who, I think that there's something that you're being released from, or a lot of things that you're being released from, maybe certain burdens, responsibilities, where you're getting to come back more into that innocence and creativity and that time maybe that you never got to just be a child. And yeah, there's some kind of lightening of the load here, and maybe even you discovering more of what makes you unique and what makes you special. Anyway, so let's begin. So yes, we have the Oakmen, so you might be experiencing more actually more connection and more partnership, friendships, feeling seen, feeling understood, feeling validated, healing, feeling more grounded, centered, peaceful, more rooted, more at home, perhaps, maybe for the first time in your life. Family, you know, all of this kind of stuff that might have been severely lacking in your life. And healthy ownership, like I have your back, and whatever it is that you have to express, people are receiving you, and you're able to be more of yourself. So that's really beautiful energy. We also have Titan, the self. So it's actually this grounding, this peace, this family, this encouragement, support that you're receiving. is actually allowing you to be more of you and be more of like your fairy Aquarian self, your Tinkerbell self, perhaps, and to be lighter and to be more creative and be freer, actually. This grounding support, I even want to say commitment in some way. For some of you, there's some kind of commitment. I know that can be kind of a scary word for some of you, but there's this sense of permanency where you can really lean back into this and trust it, that it's actually allowing you to be freer, to be freer, to be more like you, to be able to go in the direction that you want to go in, and to receive that support to do that. This is just beautiful energy. There are loose ends that are being tied up currently, and there are just layers that are being peeled off of you that never belonged to you. Burdens, responsibilities, projections, negative toxic energy, things that drained you. All of that is starting to be really released here, which is really beautiful. And you might even be feeling like you can breathe now. You can ground yourself. You can enjoy your time in nature. You can just sit in silence and feel peace. And I absolutely love that he's spending time with the mushrooms, because mushrooms are actually very magical. They are very community type consciousness. They're all interlinked. And I heard or read somewhere that mushrooms, if you're beginning to walk in a forest and they're like a mile away, they know that you're coming, that you've entered their circle, and they'll start communicating with each other so that they can sense new life entering their parameter. So that's really fascinating. All of that to say, I mean, you guys are, one of you is probably like, why is Tiana talking about mushrooms? All of that to say, is that you are going to experience more camaraderie, more community, more connection, more support, not just from one person, but from multiple people. And this tribe that you are starting to build is actually going to help protect you from energies like this, where maybe you won't even detect it. These people will be like, no, you're not allowed in our circle, so go away. And you won't even know what happened. So there's a lot of protection that's starting to take place around you, and you're feeling a lot more at peace and grounded and centered and nourished, all of that good stuff. And it's important during this time to take that time to meditate, to ground yourself, to maybe not react to certain things, to certain people, and to practice non-attachment, and to like stay in your own world, to stay in your own unicorn world, where for some people that might be unhealthy, but for some of you it's actually going to be the healthiest thing, is to stay in your bubble, not in a narcissistic way that's going to like hurt or harm other people, but because that's what's healthiest, actually. That's some of the guidance that I'm getting, is practicing non-attachment in whatever form that means to you. So we have, oh, that gnome, and I think that's just pointing to being playful, continue to move, continue to take action, be spontaneous, be playful, all of that. That's pretty much all that he wanted to say, is just continue to stay light, continue to, just be playful and light, and maybe not get too grounded or too comfortable or anything like that, which I don't think that you, Aquarius, will have a hard time doing. And you might be wanting to get to the destination. You just want to get there. And Geo, the slow, is coming in to remind you to have patience, to enjoy the journey, to enjoy all the steps along the way, to get to where you want to go. Enjoy all of it, and practice patience and living in the here and now, like this card, practicing living in the here and now. We have the Master Maker. So yeah, there are huge realizations that you're coming to, and sometimes with this card I get that sometimes people are being imprinted with something. Usually it's a very positive thing, but what I'm getting for some of you Aquariuses is that you were imprinted with something very negative, and you really thought it was you. And so what's actually happening is the opposite of imprinting. You're letting go of that imprint and taking that away. So you're basically, there's just like a huge shedding that's taking place, where you're just like, that does not belong to me anymore. That never belonged to me, and I know who I am. It's a very peaceful, it's not like, I know who I am. It's not like that. It's a very quiet, calm, peaceful confidence of, I know who I am, and no one can take that away from me. It's that kind of energy. I hope that you can feel it. We have the Bright Mother, abundance of everything, abundance of connection, love, money, finances, creativity. I can't do that. I can't do it. I have to do that. Creativity, and if I didn't say it already, joy, is just all being flooded towards you, and you are achieving the impossible, and there is a new hope, a new beginning. Love is in the air. Magic, rainbows, all of that is in the air. And just as a refresher, you are ending some huge major cycle. Huge. You are no longer going to go around and around and around and around. No, you've ended some kind of pattern, and you have made some kind of huge shift, or shifts, multiple shifts in your life. And you are in a time of regeneration, and that can just be as little as just taking a few days to rest, or there is this huge transformation, like I was saying, these huge shifts that are occurring within you, and there's a huge generation that's happening on a cellular level, on a DNA level, everything like that, maybe even healing ancestral trauma, things like that. You are a phoenix rising, baby. And there's some kind of huge realization that you are coming to terms with, a certain truth of some kind, that is actually setting you free. It might be a little bit painful in the beginning, but it's actually setting you free. Yeah, you are building the building blocks for your life. You're, what I told Taurus, you're preparing to build a ginormous skyscraper, not just some little farmhouse in the country, but you are preparing to build a skyscraper that's going to last decades, if not centuries. So, yeah, this is great. So yeah, just keep step by step by step. You are building the strong foundation of your life, and you might just want to be there already. And there might be times where like, can I do that? But it's just step by step by step. You don't need to know the whole blueprint. You're just taking it step by step by step, and each step you take, there's going to be a stone there. You just have to trust that. Trust it. You're connecting more with your higher power. There might even be more spiritual gifts, psychic gifts that are coming online, becoming more in tune with your intuition, or just feeling more connected to you and Mother Earth, to you and your personal truth, your purpose, what you've come to this planet to achieve and do. And you're just feeling more whole and more grounded and having a deeper connection with who you are. And this is all leading you to your tribe, to your family, not necessarily your blood related family, but your true family that is going to love you and accept you and be there for you and support you and encourage you, and that you're going to experience this kinship with and this familiarity with, and continue to practice to be here and now, even if the here and now isn't ideal. Practice just being present. I saw this amazing video of Bill Murray talking to, oh, I forget his name, but they asked him, what is something like, what is the one thing that you want most in this life or something, and he said to be more present. You can friend request me on Facebook. I posted it on my Facebook, so you can check out that video there. I'm also on Instagram, so you can follow me there. But yeah, I hope that this reading was of benefit to you, Aqua. This is just really amazing, wonderful energy, and I do wonder if there's other things or other people that are contributing to this sense of stability and groundedness and peace. For some of you, that's going to be the case, and for some of you, it's just going to be all you. It's going to be all because of all of this amazing work that you've done. And yeah, know that you are so loved. You are never ever alone. And always be kind to yourself and be kind to others. Big kiss. Take care. Bye.